Hello, Miss Ebony, back with another video. Please like and subscribe. I'm just relaxing, having a glass of wine, and I just wanted to share this with you guys. I've been watching this show called The Later Daters. It's a series on Netflix. If you have not watched this show, please check it out. Basically, I'm just gonna give you an overview, okay? So, these couples, they're like, well, they're not couples, they're dater. Well, they're individuals like from around in their 50s up to 70. So far, those are the ages that I'm seeing that's dating, and they're trying to look for love, and they're dating, and there's this, I guess she's like a dating coach or something like that, and so she, have these individuals go on these dates, guys, females, and they're actually supposed to be working on themselves and just trying to get better at dating and just getting it back out there. Some of these ladies have not even been on a date. They've been divorced or widowed for 10, 5 years or whatever. And then some of the guys, the same, divorced or widowed. And so they're in like I think the youngest was like 55, I think, or somewhere around mid-50s. And the oldest has been like 70. Look really good. I mean, I'm telling you, all the females and the guys look really good for their age. You can tell they take good care of themselves. But let me tell you what I noticed. This is wine, okay? Pomegranate. David Morgan. I know. It's not too cheap and it's not too expensive, but it's just right. It's delicious. So, what I noticed, there's this one lady, and I know it's just more about of the women than the guys. For instance, I'm just gonna give you an example. This guy was really into this woman, and I think they went on like the second date, and she decided that she wanted to slow things down with him, and she wasn't sure she was interested. And this is the reason why. Her reason was because he did not support the same football team that she supported. But on their second date, he went to a game with her, and it was her team. So he was supporting a team that he wasn't into before her, but because that wasn't his team that he would normally be into, she says that's a red flag. I was like, a red flag? Just because somebody not into the same football team you're into, that's a red flag? I'm like, Lord have mercy. I see why. I'm going to tell you, I see why some of these women are still single. I see why they don't get into relationships or don't go on dates or don't no man ask them out. Some of them are mean, and some of them are rude. Some of them are real ticky. Like, there's one lady that went out with a guy, nicely dressed man, but he had a white t-shirt on under a dress shirt, and he had his dress jacket on. She said that was a turnoff. I'm looking like all you have to do, I mean, that's something you could work on. If the man is good and he's into you and you into him, just tell him, say, honey, I think this will look better without the white t-shirt. Why not try wearing the dress shirt without the white t-shirt? Or maybe you could wear a different shirt under it, so the white t-shirt won't stand out as much over your dress shirt, There's ways to get around certain things, And if a man into you, all you have to do is just talk sweet to him. And he will make some changes for you. And for him, because, 9 times out of 10, he'll probably like it anyway because you like it. So, it just seems like the women are so picky. And here they are, damn near up in their 70s, and they still picky. Now, I understand you want something you want to be attracted to whoever you're attracted to, but some of these things are not, they're attracted to some guys, but just over little bitty stuff, it just like, oh, no, it just turns them off, I guess. I don't know. But then you have guys, they might, see a woman and they might be like, oh, well, she's not really for me, but, let me go out with her again. Let me get to know her better. It seems like the guys are a little bit more flexible than the ladies. I'm just sitting here watching these women on this show. The name again, so if you guys want to check it out, it's called The Later Daters. It's on Netflix. And I'm just sitting here watching a variety of of individuals date, and for some of the reasons why they don't like them or they wouldn't go out with them again, it's crazy. And if you're in your late 50s, mid 50s, 60s, 70s, and you want a companionship or you want love again or whatever, you got to kind of come off your high horse. I'm not saying you got to just accept any old thing, but you should be a little bit more flexible and realize, some things that you call a red flag isn't a red flag. Okay? It might be, a preference or something. Everything isn't a red flag. Now, there was one lady that was out on a date with this guy. Now, that was a red flag. He was disrespectful. He was saying things to her that I was like, oh my God, how could he dare say something like that to her on the first date? But, they do things like that, Some people don't care. They just let anything fly out their mouth. But at the end of the day, I think we need to sometimes take a step back, and look at ourselves before we try to, want to rearrange somebody else. Because when you're mid 50s, 60s, and 70s, a lot of times, people are they're set in their ways. And then some people are not. Some people are flexible. But I think we need to realistically identify real red flags and not be so surface oriented and just, I don't know, just crazy. I see why so many people are single, and especially these women not getting good men. And it's not that the good men not out here, they just so self-absorbed. I mean, and ladies, I'm not talking about the ladies that are not like this, okay? I'm talking about the ladies that's pick and pull and want to tweak and turn and a man. I don't want nobody doing me like that. I mean, I think things, I know there's changes that we all need to make for the better, but I just think we need to be realistic. That's it. And I'm not talking about nobody, no man or woman. I'm not putting anyone down. I'm just watching this show and I'm thinking, that's what's going on in the world. We got too many people that are surface-oriented thinkers instead of really genuinely getting to know a person. And then, because sometimes you might not actually care for the way they look, but if you get to know them, there's other things, there's other stuff that can be highlighted that you will fall in love with, their heart. What about the heart these days? What about a loving heart, responsible, respectful woman or man? Does that not mean anything? I mean, I know you got to physically be attracted to someone. And I'm not saying that you should just, date ugly or just date somebody that you're completely not attracted to. I'm not saying that, but some, like these women on this show, I just got to watching, well, I'm still watching it. I just pause it just so I can get on here and talk to you guys. It just didn't make sense. They were attracted to some of these men. It was just certain little things that they didn't like. So they just decided they didn't want to date them no more. Or they didn't know if they wanted to date them anymore. So my message tonight is, before you talk about red flags, really think about it. Is it really a red flag? Is it something that you could deal with? Is it something that you could change? I mean, just really think about it. Before you go and cast somebody away, cast them out, ghost them, block them, don't want to go out with them no more, or whatever, however you handle things when you're not interested. If they seem like they're really a good person, why not give them a chance? Because you know what? You never know. The love bug might hit you. Anyway, I just want to share with you guys tonight about this show. And I want you guys to check it out. I guess it's a short series or something. I don't know if it's new or what, but check it out. See how you like it. And if you're out here dating, if you're not in a relationship or married, or if you want to be, just, just take a look at some things. Evaluate yourself before you try to, cast out people, that you don't think you're interested in, and you really haven't given them a chance. Have a great night. Cheers.